What'd you do this weekend?
We went to Playoffs
all
Live.
went except David.
In Florida.
What happened, David?
I was doing comedy shows, all colleges, so going around town.
How was that?
You get a little older, you start not giving a fuck about them. So you just say whatever you want.
I'm interested about
For
college
real?
shows.
Yeah,
I'm very interested because people refuse to do college shows. Like even Bill Maher said, I'm not doing college shows.
But doesn't that make you want to do it?
Yes, that's why.
They're coming up, bro.
Because they left a vacuum for us.
And when you're doing these, are you going in with the mindset of how much can I push it and get away with it, or in a tactful manner, or are you doing it where I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want and I'm gonna see how many panties I can get in a bunch?
So it really depends. So
How
the
many
one
panties I can get in a
Whoa,
bunch?
whoa. Why panties in the bunch, bro?
Boxers in a bunch.
Oh, okay, cool.
All
thanks.
boxer briefs.
boxers in the chode, you know.
Yeah.
But we the first school was a Jesuit school, so I had to sign a contract that I wouldn't curse.
You know, then too, like somebody asked me too, like, who's your who's your favorite YouTuber, and then who are the ones that you hate the most?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we get those all the time too. Like, who do you like working with? Who's your favorite YouTuber? All that stuff.
Yeah, and of course I answered it honestly. And then,
I always get, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite color, Joe?
You missed Steve roasting people, and he was the fucking moderator at a panel.
The most subtle
was-
roast. It was tight.
I didn't
the
know.
best.
I didn't know I was gonna be a moderator. Like I was told that I was gonna be on this panel. It was about sketch comedy, and that I was just on the panel about sketch comedy.
I thought you were gonna be on a panel, like as a panelist.
But and that's how it's written. It's written that way. And then they hand me a thing. They're like, "You're the moderator now." And I was like, "What?" And I find this out as we're walking there. What the fuck? As we're walking, so we're all
I'm so glad
backstage.
you were though, because you made it so much better. Imagine if you weren't.
Well, thank
It
you.
would've
I
been
wasn't
so
prepared
boring.
at all. It's because they didn't tell me. So 3 minutes before I found out, and then I go into it because I don't know a lot of these kids, man, on YouTube. No offense to any of them, I really don't know them. And so when I'm on the panel, I find out like that there's a couple douchebags there. And so then I started to. I wasn't like planning on like roasting.
Yeah, I was.
My favorite part of that whole panel experience, because we saw 2 panels back to back. The first one Steve was moderating, the second one Gio was on it.
Oh, thank you.
My favorite part of that was seeing Joe.
Yeah,
he could not
he's doing what he's
live
doing
with
now.
himself.
Joe was like this. He was like this. He was like, oh!
He was like physically.
I can't do any more panels. And Jess was like, this is how great Jess is with Joe. She was like, can somebody give me a fidget spinner?
Yeah, I had one in my purse. She's like,
Right.
please
And she's
give me
like,
your
pacify a kid.
Like she's pacifying a kid, like she's reaching for the diaper bag. And she's like, thank you so much.
It's the one that
And she
I made
hands it
for
to Joe, she
Isaac,
spins
too,
it,
and I
and then
give
she
it to
puts it in
him.
his hands.
She already pre-spins it.
Yeah, she pre-spins it, puts it in his hands, and then Joe's like, oh, it's helping.
That was my favorite.
Oh my God.
She had to fucking pre-spin it for you. God damn.
Yeah, but come on,
You don't
dude.
need
We
it,
literally
no.
saw this dude at a fucking funeral like this.
I can't hear. I don't want to be disrespectful.
I've seen it.
I can't hear the same thing over and over and over and.
And it's the same tone.
So yeah, like you know, in a funeral, like a Catholic funeral, it's the same. They have to do the chants.
Palabra,
So it's like over and over, and then same with the panel. Same question, same answer. 5 people saying the same answer, same question. Another, how do you deal with negative comments? How do you deal with having motivation? I don't feel motivated. I need a negative, like, how do you deal with a fucking hater? It's like, oh my fucking God, it's the same thing. And I'm like, I don't know how to do it. I was going nuts.
Were you allowed to curse on the panel?
An insect-loving guy confesses he once dated a cockroach.
What? La cucaracha.
Ya no puede caminar.
Anyway, so he organizes insect eating events in Japan, and he
normal.
creates dishes like a bug cocktail, insect pastries, and ramen with crickets and mealworms in them.
And then he said, for some reason, I have a connection with this one, and I cannot kill it.
Well, look at the way Nikki is with her grass with freaking Ariana Grande.
If he saw the same fucking hentai manga that I did, I know why he got into bugs.
Wow.
Because there's this one called Bondage Fairy, and then what
the fuck?
Yeah, there are these fairies that go around and fuck all the animals, and then all the animals like want pussy juice.
Hold on, wait, what is it called?
Bondage fairies. and it's manga. You gotta read it. And then there's this one episode where this guy, he's got writer's block and he's drawing and shit, and he just can't figure out what to do. And then the bondage fairy comes down, and it's a cicada that he saved earlier that day, or that fucking thing that's loud in the summer.
Cicadas?
Yeah, and then it turns into a little fairy, and then he's like, "The fuck you gonna do with that little ass body?" And she goes, "I'll show you." And then she fucks him, and he falls asleep.
Wow.
Because she's thankful that he saved her life, because she was about to get eaten by ants and shit. So he probably read that shit.
This is literary greatness here.
What in the fuck did I just listen to?
Japan.
That is wild.
That is Japan.
I gotta say, what an interesting story.
Yeah, she's like, "You saved my life.
The humility.
Earlier today, you were walking down the street and you did something very, very nice."
Was it small or was it like human size?
No, she stayed small. So then that bitch was like this small, and then his dick was like that, and then she was like fucking with it like that. And I'm like, damn, dude, that's kind of crazy.
She crawling?
You got turned on by that?
No, the story, yeah, but the story's good. But the stories are good.
Wow.
I fucking love this guy,
Story's good.
What the fuck I just heard, dude?
One time, the mole, like, he had problems with his dick and he couldn't fuck his wife, and then the bondage fairies came down and they were like, "Yo, check this out, like, you got some kind of emotional block because your wife is this way. You got to get your manhood back, so you need to fuck us." And then the bondage fairies were like, "Yeah, we're gonna fuck." And then they fucked the mole, and then the mole's like, "Oh yeah, I feel confident again, I can get hard." And then he went back, and then she got to fuck his wife, and then they made cute little mole babies.
This is very strangely wholesome.
Wow,
furry
that's
mole?
community service.
No, yeah, like the fucking blind furry mole.
yeah.
They're like the police of the animal kingdom.
Oh.
And in the forest.
Oh,
and then
the
they
bondage
come and they help the fucking
They help people
everybody.
They
the
come and
animals.
then you come.
Yeah.
Japan's such a magical place.
I love it. I love it.
That's why people like, "Oh, why you like cartoons that fuck?" It's not about that, man. There's a lot of emotions. and
Stories.
shit. It's about the stories, man. You gotta watch these things, man. Some of them are like, they're like a good Korean drama, but then they add the sex. That's why when people make fun of me and they're like, when you talk about the next level shit you want to do, I want to make a feature film with full fucking. Like it's a porno, but then the acting's actually really good,
Yeah.
and the story's really good. It has been done, and it's called manga.
It's called Nymphomaniac. There's one right
It's
there.
called hentai manga. That shit already exists. It's fucking good. You gotta read it. I think out of everybody, you would like that shit. You would appreciate it.
wouldn't be
Imagine
the
a
weirdest thing, I
romance
guess.
novel.
Yeah.
You would appreciate it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
It's a romance novel plus a fucking full-on Pokemon series plus a fucking porno. Oh my god! How can you have all the greatest things in the world into one little book?
I'll look into it.
It's only books, or don't they do videos too, like animation?
Yeah, but they're not as good as the books, because then the comics, you can imagine more.
All right, anyway.
What in the fuck just happened, dude? I just got incepted into this world. That's a fucking
I feel
wild.
drunk.
Me too.
Did we just all do
Dude, I
drugs?
teleported someone. I just came back. Whoa. What was that?
You guys should know. I think you guys should know because you guys like anime. I thought out of
Yeah,
all
but
these people, you would know.
I like anime, and everybody has known about anime porn.
Yeah.
But there's a huge disconnect. You know what I
Latina
mean?
student wrote an academic paper and her professor said she plagiarized it.
Well, how is that racist?
A Latino student wrote an essay.
Oh.
She's Latina. That's why.
Tina wrote an essay.
Dude, you know what I used to do in junior high? You know, once I learned about quotations, right, I would just start with one quotation and fucking start typing for like a couple pages and end the quotation for like 2 pages.
Did you get away with it?
Fuck no! No, I did not get away with it, but I was
It was
stupid enough to
amazing.
try shit like
So stupid.
I love that you turned it in like like a kid. You had your backpack on, you sat down at your desk, you turned to the other kid next to you, you're like,
Like you couldn't wait to turn that shit in.
Spaced it too.
And then life hit you back and said, "No, you fucking moron! You got an F. You might as well turn it to nothing. Air. You might as well turn it to air."
I think I did a paragraph of my own, And then I just started the quotation and just went all the way up.
That's fucking
I never even thought of that. That's so good.
Dude, as a teacher, I would have cried
fucking
at a disappointment.
No, I would have been like, hey, listen, Joe, you're actually going to do really well in life because you found a way around this thing. You found a loophole.
That's true.
Dude, for a class project, I got I bought those crystal thing making things, and all I did is those 3-panel like what do you call those 3-panel things that you have in your science project? It's like
Oh yeah. The trifold,
right?
the trifold poster. Yeah.
So I got the packaging and I just cut out the fucking crystal picture, the cardboard crystal picture, and I glued it.
Fucking Joe, dude. You're one of those fools.
That's the laziest shit I've ever heard.
Your parents let you turn that shit in.
I just cut that shit and I fucking started gluing it on.
My parents would have beat my ass.
That's so lazy, man.
In the package, they on the side there's like description and shit, and then like in the manual I would cut all that out. You're fucking. And then I just glued that on the. And then I made my crystal, and I left it in the middle. You just have to add water and fucking wait, and it grows. Fucking Joe. I got a bad grade.
Joe's the type of kid where it's like fill in the blank and he'll write in the right answer.
I love that he never learned. He would just do the stupidest shit ever. And then he would get a bad grade every time.
And he would do it again and again.
He just keeps going back to the well.
I was so lazy, dude.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, how did your parents let you turn that shit in?
They never checked my homework.
Oh.
That's fucked up as a parent.
Were they TV parents? Were they like chilling on the TV, be like, yeah, okay.
They're just too busy.
That's fucking funny, dude.
Dude, you're crying.
You laughed so hard that you shed tears.
I was pretty fucking dumb.
I love hearing stories of you in school. They're the best.
Those are amazing.
His stories about education when he was younger is fucking hilarious.
So far, so good, man. I'm dying.
One time he said, he's like, did you ever have that epiphany when you found out that all of the answers on the test were in the book? He had a fucking epiphany.
I didn't learn that till high school.
Damn.
How are you here?
He's laughing so hard.
How are you here, man?
Right? Isn't he amazing? Hey, you fucking deserve this. Go, Joe.
Yeah.
What a fucking idiot. This fool literally thought he couldn't go to college because it was only for rich kids.
And geniuses.
Oh, geniuses. He thought it was only for
Dude, I didn't know what a GPA was until I started community college. I didn't know what
It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, I didn't know what a GPA was. Yeah.
Take my place, bro news.
Oh, yes.
Submitted by Arg Matey.
I like how you just spoke it instead of arr.
I could have.
Yeah.
But I would. But
Argmatey.
I'm not his monkey.
Go, dance, go.
All right, I'll dance. An inmate is being accused of drugging his twin brother and swapping places with him to escape jail.
Oh, that's so sad.
So the other twin has to go inside jail?
It's an actual
I
evil
love
twin.
movies in real
Yeah,
life.
and
It's
you-
great.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
Can't trust nobody.
Can't trust them.
No.
I think I would be the nice twin.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
You're the guy. You're the twin who thinks you're the nice twin, but you're not the nice twin.
And I think I wouldn't be the evil twin.
That's good to hear.
Couldn't the twins stop them though? I thought they had that like telekinesis where they can kind of finish each other's sentences.
They do, yeah.
So they should be able to feel, wait, my twin is trying to drug me and trade places, and stop the motherfucker, right?
Well, that's probably how he got in there. He used the twin bridge connection, which is medical.
Do girls have fantasies of having a threesome with twins?
No.
Yes.
You do.
So you want to fuck two Joes?
Maybe not two Joes, but two guys.
You'd be down with two
That's
dicks?
called.
I'm just kidding, babe. I'm just kidding, babe.
You'd be down with two
You know
dicks?
you want two fucking Japanese sausages in you?
Japanese.
In one hole or a different hole?
Oh. I never thought
Well,
about
they're
that.
kind of small, so I think they can both
Have
go
you
in
ever
the same
seen?
hole.
Have you ever seen that porno when a girl has 2 dicks together like this?
Yeah.
That's a big hole.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, dude.
No, there's porn where
Show us, because we don't know what you're talking about.
No. The girls get 2.
He just put it on his.
Why would you need this? This is a fucking vagina. I'm trying to show you something else, okay? They'll do this. They get 2 dicks together. You never seen that?
I've never seen the blowjob.
Two very secure guys who are bros forever.
They press them together like
Actual
this.
dicks, like
Yes, they press it together.
How is that possible? Oh, is it because the dicks
Well,
are
she
so
has to get
long?
them
Wait,
both
what
in a
about the
row.
pelvises and stuff? Doesn't that get out
Yeah, they gotta be
in the
It's
way?
real long, and it like bends to the left or something. So she.
They press.
I've never
they
seen it.
press the
So
dick
one
to-
bends to the left and the other one bends to the right.
Yeah.
So they could come in.
They could just be both. They could just both be straight too, guys.
I don't like that kind of porn. That shit's like a fucking magic trick to me.
I agree. It just makes me like think that there's unrealistic
Take
expectations
this
out there.
fucking loose ass fucking wizard sleeve vagina out of here.
No, this is just a standard, accurate vagina size to scale.
To scale.
That's a big ass vagina.
Very accurate as well.
If that shit was a standard size, then it would have probably been a breeze for Gio to pop out Taika.
I know, or just
Can you
anyone.
get his name right? What the fuck? What do you mean Pataika?
Pop out Taika. Try to say that fast.
Papa Taka.
How about Taika? Everyone can say it fast.
Papa Taka.
Do it with your nose closed.
Pataika.
Wait, why is your
Taka.
nose closed?
He's just trying to fucking
Because I got boogers.
be stupid.
I did want to let you guys know though that Alexander was on the run for 13 months until he was arrested. So they did arrest him, and they also kept his brother on suspicion of collaborating with his
Yeah,
other
that's what I was
brother.
thinking, yeah.
But then they later released him, so he's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't get shit on him, I guess.
Yeah, and then they were saying that the reason why Alexander broke out was because he was desperate to see his mother.
Totally, bud.
Well, because she won't visit him? What a fucking shitty ass mom.
That's true. Anybody with robbery and child fucking on their resume do Mr. Moms. That's very true.
That's funny.
That would be true. So what, his mom won't visit him because he was kid fucking.
I know, right? And then, but he breaks out of prison and he goes and visits her.
I will never talk to my. I would never talk to my kid again. I don't care. How
I
much
wouldn't
love
either.
that kid.
Fuck that.
I'm not gonna say anything.
What?
No, I would.
My kid was a criminal. Yeah, I talked to him.
You would?
Her too.
Well, it depends
Would
on
it
the crime.
depend? Yeah. Would it depend on the crime?
It don't matter. My genes are godly, so they're allowed to do whatever they want
God.
to.
We forgot about that fact.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's godly about you?
So whatever my kid does,
I like Jess's face.
it's not.
Her face is like, this, get a load of the horse shit that's about to come out. That's her face.
We're immune to the law. There, I said it.
Okay.
Because
But what's godly about you? Like genetically, or like, you know what I'm saying?
I have God genes. So that's why if anything happens
Keeps
to my
dancing
kid,
around your fucking question.
I want to know, but what's the God gene part?
I'm from the
Doing
master
the
race.
political answer.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I
I'm
agree.
the master
I understand.
race, yeah.
I can even agree, right?
That's
Yeah.
towing a line, because you
Yeah.
know the Japanese were working with the Nazis.
No,
and they probably shouldn't say that kind of
Japanese.
stuff.
I'm Somalian. What the fuck?
But can you bleed? Like, can you like do you guys have some enzyme where you can eat anything you want?
Like
and you don't
maybe
get
walk
fat?
on
Like,
water?
how's it work?
No, we just have genetic immunity to laws.
See, I was hoping that this would be a vast ocean of depth that you finally get to talk about your God genes. But I reached my hand in the pond and I go, oh shit.
There's nothing there. It's nothing there.
Very shallow pond. Don't dive into it, especially head first.
Head first, no. You'll die.
You know why they say Einstein's a genius?
Huh.
It's because he could simplify everything to where normal people can understand.
But no one can understand you. So.
It's simplified.
You're funny, Jess. I like you. Do you guys remember when you used to say, like, before having Taika and stuff, you guys used to be like, oh, the parents, like, the parenting, they fucked up, and blah, like, obviously there's gonna
I remember that 100%.
yeah, there's gonna be truth in that, but then now that you're parents yourselves and you see how the kids just come out their own personalities no matter how much you want to, like, shape them and form
In
them.
other words, you want to tell them your motive.
I still think if Taika comes out fucked up, I still think that's still my fault. So I think like, yeah, they come out in different ways, and I might have a kid that comes out hella violent or someone that's really passive or whatever. It's up to me now to like, okay, cool, how do I adjust to this kid? How do I adjust to this kid?
Yeah,
How do I
for
adjust to
sure.
this kid? So like, I think my goal is to not make sure he doesn't go to jail, but I mean, I'm not really started. That's low standards, but I think
Yeah, dude.
I think it's still up to the parent to adapt to how the kid is.
I just think no matter what, it's your fault.
Yep.
Because it's still your genetics.
Yeah. It is your genetics, dude.
Yeah, because I know, like, for me, like, growing up, I used to have, like, such a short temper. You know what I mean? But I think the only thing that helped me with that was the fact that I learned how to empathize. And that's because, like, something my mom taught me a lot, you know, because she was very loving and caring. That didn't change the fact that I wanted to fucking stab the shit out of people almost every fucking day in high school. You know what I mean? When people piss me off, like...
But as it happened, you empathize with
Yeah, and I was like...
You're
what
like,
would- I was-
he's all like, oh, why? It must hurt.
It's more like, what would happen? I think it was like church too. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, I shouldn't kill this person because religiously.
Kill this person at church.
It's very bad. Like, you know, during that time too, like I had friends who kill people, you know, so for me, it's like, I can't do this. I'm a good person. You know, but that's all like upbringing at that point because I had a really bad temper.
What are you doing, Joe?
He's making a banana sticker drawing.
You're so funny.
I'm hearing it.
Damn, I just got a glimpse of you at home with Jess right now. She told you something serious.
She goes,
And he's like, no, I heard you.
Playing with stickers.
Yep.
You're like a kid. You're the kid that we're talking about right now.
it's active listening that I think girls always need the most.
I'm hearing everything
You know what I mean?
said. You said that you have friends at church that killed and all that, but then you empathize and you had the Christian godly upbringing, so that balance helped you out with your anger problems. Boom. Stickers.
Love it. Right out of your ass. I can hear it all coming out of your ass even. It's great.
Active listening is important in relationships is what I found out.
You have to look in their eyes.
Yeah, you can't just go, uh-huh. Yeah, you have to be like, why? And then why do you feel that?
You gotta be engaged.
Yeah.
The trick is to have autopilot answers that you can say while looking at them in the eyes while thinking of other things.
Bullshit.
That's when you're the master. That's when you're a fucking Jedi of relationships.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
You're like the king of like that whole realm because you ask like the right questions. So
That's how
you
good
have-
he is, though.
No, he's
That's how good I am.
He's already
bullshit.
He's actually not even right here. What did we talk about like 5 minutes ago? You don't know.
I have no fucking idea.
He's been thinking about cryptocurrency the whole
time.
And you think he's engaged.
I don't even know. Trust me. I don't even know what we're talking about right now.
I listen to everything and you think I'm unengaged.
See?
Unengaged.
Do you think you could multitask? You could do something while you're listening?
Mm-mm.